Alright, we should be back. We should be back. Yeah, I do apologize, guys. Twitch fucking servers once again at it. It's really fun. It's really fun when Twitch does this. Anyways. Who the hell is this? The first Demiurge. Ha! Rarely is my shield thus tested. It would seem the elegants have not been lax in their recruitment. Who the hell is this guy? Think you so? Mayhap your arm merely withered whilst you lay idle. See mentioned 14 waifus and look what happens. Twitch tries to take the stream down. The Twitch server is annoying me to no fucking end, dude. So they were sleeping. Still your tongues. We have stalled them long enough. With scales in hand, the goddess shall arise, and righteously cast off her cursed power, that she, with wrathful wormkin at her side, might judge and thence bring balance unto all. Hear my words and despair, elegance. Our goddess is awoken. Your civilization has birthed the instruments of its own undoing. So they were the ones who summoned the goddess in the first place. 'Tis well that you are here, Aklon. I would like to know what our assailants were saying. You understood their words, did you not? "'Twas a Mericidian dialect, if mine ears do not deceive, though one which beareth scant resemblance to any spoken in recent times. As for our antagonist's meaning, I do gladly defer to those blessed with the echo." The one with the shield seemed to think we were elegants. He recited what sounded like a verse of prophecy, then claimed that their goddess is awoken. Is that about right, Akalon? And might we assume that this deity of theirs is the very icon we've come to topple? Aye. From their tongue, their words, and their attire, 'tis like that our antagonists were Mercidian, thralls to the goddess Sophia, and victims of the elegance incursions. If, as Kryl claimeth, they thought as agents of Alak, 'tis little wonder that they sought to bring us low. You suggest that Sophia's servants have been liberated from their containment? Then we have no choice but to accept word of her awakening as true. God help us. The warring Triad have proven formidable enough when we've roused them with a fraction of their true strength. Should Sophia break free at the peak of her powers, Aklon and his friends won't stand a chance. Alec does seem to fade the pally. Alec. So what's interesting about the Allegan, specifically the Allegans and how they use them in the story, it's very interesting from a plot mechanism, because by creating this very ancient race that did a bunch of ancient things, it effectively gives you complete freedom to write whichever story you want, and if you fail to find a suitable hook in the story, you can absolutely just pin it on the Allegan. right? You can say that it's Alag that did this, and it would fit within the Alag, within the elegant structure. So from a story plot point, not a bad plot point at all. It's just so elegant we're here. Let us be about it then. Akalon, Kryl, Unicoli, the three of you will make directly for Sophia's containment facility. Orianja and I will do what we can to occupy the Aiken's thrones. The reason the Allagan's use is better than anything that's ever been done in World of Warcraft is because they're a normal race of people. Yes, they were extremely advanced, but what makes it sort of cool is whenever you get to a story part like this, you kind of get this feeling like, so in other words, we're basically retracing the Allagan steps. You know, you're sort of learning about their power, and they're not gods, so you don't have to worry about the god level being a thing. They're just very ancient and they were very advanced. Mistress Kryl, do you perchance recall the words of the prophecy in its entirety? Let me see. I believe it was, with scales in hand, the goddess shall arise, and righteously cast off her cursed power, that she, with wrathful Wormkin at her side, might judge and thence bring balance unto all. What I like is that they weren't some mythical race. They were the same people we have, just smart assholes. Faded by exactly that. It makes you feel a little... It gives you an attachment to history, which the Titans often fail to do. Genio, how you doing, bro? Like, more often than not, whenever there's Titan involvement, it can feel a little forced or pushed, you know? Alright, so Party Finder up and running. Good members, do a full reset. Trial, Containment Bay. Form Private Party 1. Recruit members. So if you are on Ether or Gilgamesh, you are welcome to join for Containment Bay P1T6. Fucking hell. How many of you right now is playing Lost Ark? King Turkey, you're welcome to join. For an hour or so through the story. Not the second, but in general, yes. Lost Ark is okay. I have been, though. Project Zomboid, and then Total War 3. Not picked it up yet. I mean, if you haven't tried Lost Ark yet, you absolutely have to. It's a really fun game. It's really cool. I wouldn't say that it's more my type. It's more the kind of game that I will just sort of casually play. It's not really a game that I will put many hours into, I don't think. Shit, Druckets. Where are you from? But I found a class I mesh with yet. Is it Lost Ark that has the hilariously over-the-top female walking animation? That's the one. So many games jammed into one. Cheers to any fellow DBZ Soulfisters. Fun to run around in. So you're saying Graha from Crystal Tower is an arsehole since he is an Allagan? What do you mean, King Julian? Yeah, some people complained about the running animation of the females in Lost Ark. I don't see it. I like all stories, so I give most games a go if the story is good enough. Real Pigeon. I get to a point and the story became more intriguing than ever. I was also hoping for you to play it at first, so I skipped most of the story talking. Was planning on watching from you as you played. I got disappointed. I am so sorry, but there's one thing you should know when it comes to playing games with me, and everyone that's been a part of this channel knows this well enough. Never bank on me to play a game for very long. I get bored quick. Yeah. We can all set up a lot of things and we can plan a lot of fucking things. I mean, suddenly I just wake up one day and I'm like, okay, I'm fucking bored now. I'm gonna play something else. No, God boy, because Final Fantasy story already gripped me. So I need to finish it at least. And since it's an MMO, I will at least always be back for the story. But most games don't grip me in that way, you know, so I sort of stop playing and I'm gripped for a while and then I move on. It needs to be a pretty deep hook. Final Fantasy has that for me. Whichever, Pink Turkey, I think right now we have 1 tank and 2 DPS. So ridiculous in my opinion. Not that this undermines other parts of the game, but come on. RNG, how you doing? Thanks for the first time chat. Really appreciate that. What game are you talking about? That you got tired recently? Oh shit, so many. Red Dead Redemption. I was playing that for about 4 days and then I just stopped. Mismoon, yeah, DPS is open. Red Dead Redemption 2, I just stopped recently because I got bored with it. What other games did I just recently stop? Well, I will check. Dyson Sphere program, got bored with that. Total Warhammer 1, got bored with that. I finished Death Stranding, but that took me a good month and a half to finish Death Stranding. I stopped playing Beyond Two Souls because I got bored. The story was good, but I got bored. So I stopped playing that. Outriders I got bored with. Just going through the list here of things that I fucking get bored with easy. Disco Elysium I got bored with. Divinity Original Sin I haven't finished yet. Got bored with that as well. Now to say I got bored with it is probably a lot, like, it sounds weird to a lot of you. When I say I got bored with it, it means I got bored, but I will be back. There are games that I 100%, but that hasn't happened recently, but there are games that I'll start playing for a bit, and then I'll just be like, I fucking hate this, and then I'll just never play again. None of those games are games that I hate. It's just games that right now I don't feel like I want to play them. RNG, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. All games, because Final Fantasy has sucked my soul in. I can't stop playing. Powerpig, how you doing, brother? My puppers pulled me away, but I'm back for a bit. Next trial? Yes, we're waiting for people to join, if there's anyone that wants to. I'm well rested. How you doing? Jackalow, how you doing, bro? Good morning to you. I remember you literally came in to say goodnight. I remember you. I remember you stopping by. You came in, you said I have to go sleep, and then you fucked off. This was literally, I think, first 5 minutes of the stream. So I remember, yeah. Maybe you missed the social aspect of MMOs. That's why single-player RPGs doesn't really grip you as much. RNG, no. My favorite games are actually single-player RPGs. But they have to be good. So, for example, Witcher 3 had me and never let me go. I finished that game like 14 times, some shit like that. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, fucking fantastic games. Mass Effect, I finished Mass Effect so many times, I know the story almost off by heart. Dragon Age, same thing. So no, I'm a huge fan of single-player games. In fact, I prefer single-player games to MMOs. If you give me an option now between a bunch of different games, I'm almost always gonna go for the single-player game, just because stories are better in single-player games. Yesterday, because I want milk, LA content. Nice, Genio. Only thing to grab me is I got into tabletop, hobby painting miniatures. My favorite games are from the retro era, like Final Fantasy VI and Legend of Dragoon from PS1 era. Jesus, that, like, I guess my oldest school game would be Splinter Cell. And Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, Diablo 1, Warcraft 2 and 3. These would be like the oldest school games that I played. And Contra, of course. Agree, Echo. I'm shocked that Final Fantasy has a better story than any other game I have ever played. The Final Fantasy storyline is the equivalent of a single-player MMO, which is why I love it so much. There's, for me, no difference between this story and 90% of single-player RPGs out there. The story is interesting, it's fun, it's intriguing, it takes you on twists and turns, which is really fucking cool. Compare that to almost all other MMOs out there, at least the ones that I've played before. The story tends to be bland, boring, predictable, and almost always simply serves as a means to an end. It's a means to get you into the end game, to go to where the game really starts. So I'm assuming we don't have anyone else that wishes to join? Or am I waiting for people to come in? MMO, but does both well. If you want heals, I can help. Duchess Rain, you're welcome to come in. Mist Moon, look in Party Finder. If you look at Party Finder, you should be able to go to private and just click join. What do you mean you can't join? Let me quickly just do that. Invite to party. Go back into recruit members. There we go. Alright, hop on. That's fine, Mary Widget. The password is 1. For anyone that wants to know, the password is 1. Why is... what? There we go. Changes within the party. How? Oh, right. Never seen any game do this before? I say this because when you do pretty much every class on this game, you can connect dots between raids, dungeons, and other stuff that happens throughout the story. Story is an incredibly large part of this game, which is really fucking cool. Absolutely agree with you. They seem to spend a lot of time thinking about their story and how they want their story to play out. All right, is this it? Pink Turkey, am I still waiting for you? Apocalypse, I don't know how much of like this game, like I know you've seen. See it? I think I'm on a different thingy. Oh right, are you not on Ether? Try out the healer classes after doing raids. I'm not big on the healing thing. All right, I'm gonna sign us up. If anyone wants to join, just scream, or you can join. You can join in the next one. Right? We're gonna do one more after this. Here we go. I also level Scholar. I have a Summoner, but I think it's on EU. Don't worry, Dutch, I don't have a fucking clue what the mechanics are. Oh, another big one. Oh,
I leave the goddess in your capable hands. Just watch out for her worshippers.
The blind lady of justice. Oh, wow. Here we go. She's not as blind as I thought. She doesn't look angry, though. Does she? She almost has a smile. And the scales of justice. Alright. The fuck? Is this a boss in a boss? Yeah, it seems like a boss within a boss.
Know you the full weight of death.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Don't interrupt me! No! For fucking... Aunt Almighty. She's back, boys. She's back. She's back. Oh, apparently she's also very angry. Don't piss her off. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, here we go.
To me, my faithful.
Okay. Oh wow, was that a 7k crit? No way. Where the fuck am I running to? What the hell? I can't run. What the fuck just happened there? Your faithful is dead.
Come forth, scales of revelation.
Oh, big shit.
I would know the weight of your souls.
Well, I would know the weight of your soul. Jesus.
Can you bring equilibrium? I shall tip back the balance.
She doesn't sound evil. What is this? Okay, here we go. In with the fucking racist black mage, anti-black mage content. Let's push the fucking player all around the room, even if he's a black mage, who gives a shit? He's not gonna want to play.
Sin must be balanced with suffering.
Am I gonna be pushed to the other side now again? I'm assuming so. Fuck me. Is it healthy to stand here all the way on the edge? I don't know.
Daughter, be the bearer of my wisdom.
Oh, I fucked this up. Who's her daughter? Did she just say daughter? Who's this daughter she speaks of? Oh, right as I cast it? Are you serious right now? You slut. I'm gonna stand right here and then you can pretend to not see me, bitch. Oh, fuck. Alright, that helped. Should probably go to this side, just in case. This could get fucking ugly. The music is fucking amazing. Did we win? We won. What a cool boss room. The music of these trials are amazing. The big fucking gold wedge wasn't a hint that she was going to hit other side. You do realize that I'm still trying to fucking figure out my rotation, right? Like, half my time is spent trying to remember what the fuck am I doing with my rotation right now. Clean, how you doing? I see the goddess is no more. Well done. Once Kryl and Unukalai have rejoined us, we may safely depart. One thing yet puzzles me, however. How did Sophia's servants come to wake from their slumber? I believe we have the answer to that. We discovered the remains of a Galilean soldier in an adjacent sector of the containment facility. 'Tis like that the fool ventured too close to Sophia during the Empire's previous incursion, and was enthralled for his troubles. Another reminder, if any were needed, as to the incalculable threat posed by these beings. The goddess would not even have been conscious when she claimed the man's will, and yet his mistake granted her the means to release her servants, and would have resulted in her own liberation had we not been on hand to intervene. How did the Allegans resist their temptations? I do much wonder that the Icon's pawn was capable of so effectively manipulating the facility's containment systems. How came he by such rarefied knowledge? That too is easily explained. During our investigation, Kryl discovered a subtle flaw in one of the mechanisms which held the goddess in check, a flaw which had plainly been added intentionally. Upon examining the facility's records of the period, we were able to piece together the story. It was a time towards the end of the Third Astral Era, when the peoples of Mericidia faced extinction at the hands of the Allegan Empire. Sophia, a being of incomparable cunning, was said to have communicated certain plans to her servants through the medium of a trusted oracle. Following the oracle's instructions, they duly conspired with a rebel faction within Allag who, we believed, agreed to tamper with the prison intended for Sophia. And then the goddess and her thralls chanced to be captured, though we suspect that this had always been their plan. Indeed, the prison was situated at the heart of Allag, and we think they intended to attack the city from within. They would merely have had to wait for the rebels to exploit the weakness in their confines. But the conspirators' dealings with the Mercerians were exposed before they could enact their plot, and all were summarily executed. It seems that the flaw itself remained undiscovered, however, and might have remained so until the end of days had it not been for the actions of the Archbishop, and subsequently, the Guardians. I cannot help but wonder what might have come to pass had their scheme been successful. Mayhap the answer lies in the prophecy. Nerifar Lothar, you bastard! Thanks for the Prime sub, dude. Really appreciate it. 2 months in a row. Thank you. Can't weave it because it uses global cooldowns, but it is nice whenever it procs. If you can, weaving the Thunderbolt in is good too. Has a chance to proc an instant cast one too. Duchess Reign, so I keep the Thunder up all the time. So I try to keep it up as often as, so I recast Thunder basically every single time I go into Frost. Ascension, thanks for the primes. I did really appreciate that. 10 months in a row. Really appreciate all of you bastards giving me your money. I will use it not wisely. Basically, I will waste it. So, you know, your money, I would say, is wisely spent, but really not. Well, yes, it is not weave, that is true. I usually cast the thunder and frost as well. Drugs and hookers. That's it, my friend. That's it, my friend. You know, I could be spending it on political fucking donations, but I have enough respect for you guys to not do that. I cannot help but wonder what might have come to pass had their scheme been successful. Mayhap the answer lies in the prophecy. Kryll hath the right of it. Its words may be deciphered thus. The cursed Paul speaketh of Sophia's prison, from which she was supposed to emerge at the agreed hour. The Worm King, meanwhile, can be none other than great Bahamut himself, then yet a prisoner, whom the goddess did intend to unleash upon Allag, and set right the scales of justice. A foolhardy plan. Had it come to fruition, the two of them would surely have razed the realm. Naught would have been spared the devastation, the Mercidians' homeland included. Their home already stood on the brink of oblivion. Mayhap they wished for naught else but to purge the poison of Allag with primal fire. Is it correct to say that the difference between Garlemald and Allag was that Allag does not appear to take prisoners? From everything that we've learned so far, whenever Allag moved into a region or territory to conquer it, they usually destroyed everyone in it. Their primals, the people, everything. Where Garlemald sort of seeks to make them part of the Empire. So Garlemald grows their empire by just adding more nations to their empire. Here's the lyrics from AC themselves.
Reject me, return to Warhammer lore pod.
Really appreciate the 100 bits, Apocalypse. Really appreciate that. And you guys have just activated the Skamar strain. Congratulations. Do not fall for it. So Twitch get ya. Sure, Allag took slaves, or at least ruled over those they conquered. Well, let's go. Allag used prisoners too, I believe, though they were harsher to the dominated provinces. I just constantly, whenever we get to the Allag story and the places that they conquer, those places are usually almost at the brink of being completely and utterly destroyed. The tale teacheth us that even the greatest of man's creations may yet be brought low by a single act of treachery. The Allagans were fools to place their trust in technological bondage. Thanks for the 100 bits, Ferorius. Really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's how they get you, Ferorius. To shackle such beings is but to delay the inevitable. Naught save their total destruction shall free us from their menace. Let us return now to the Rising Stones, and there consider the final step of this most needful task. He saying something again? The threat posed by this facility is far greater than you imagine. Oriange, and one not limited to the icons themselves. Sophia's remaining servants must be put down. Oof. Warning. Deactivating stasis chamber support systems will result in subject termination. Enter identification code to continue. He doesn't know the identification code. Identification code accepted. Subject terminated. Wow, he just killed an entire race of people, but they were all tempered, right? a mosque or a church. We'll definitely go check it out. Alright, back to the Rising Stones, and then for the final leg of the Warring Triad. This was a, so far, fucking phenomenal story. I feel like I say this with every single thing I do in Final Fantasy. Every single thing I do, I'm just like, fucking hell, this is brilliant. Canny Has, you bastard. Thanks for the gifted sub. Did really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love and chat, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever people gift subs, they're spending money to grow the community so that more degenerates can be part of the community. So give a bit of love. Give a bit of fucking love. Really appreciate that, bro. All right, let's hear what the last leg of this story has to offer us. All right, Unokalai. Is Artemis, Warrior of Light? Arkan Yustola mentioned that there was a matter she wished to discuss. Took me out that way? Red Taki, what do you mean? What on earth could you mean, bro? Call you out how? Well, mate, Aklon, you will forgive me if I seem curt, but I would settle an account with our young friend. While conducting a final sweep of Sophia's containment facility, we discovered that all of her remaining thralls had perished in their stasis chambers. This was your doing? Aye, it was. I chose to act upon the knowledge revealed within the tombstone we recovered. The true purpose of these prisons is far more horrifying than we first assumed. Coming out that way, I am a degenerate, but that's why you're here, Ray Turkey. Yeah, you saying that is making me feel targeted. I think I was targeting you without even knowing. I think I was. Vesper, how you doing, brother? The true purpose of these prisons is far more horrifying than we first assumed. The Allegans were not simply observing the icons and siphoning away their energies. They were conducting experiments in preparation for a far more ambitious project. If you'll recall, both the Fiend and the Goddess were imprisoned within the massive spherical structures. These spheres were the prototypes which paved the way for the successful construction of an artificial celestial body. You speak of Dalamud. Aye. The Icon's cages are unmistakably of the same design as the Red Moon. To be plain, the research facility contains the seeds of 3 calamities which might feasibly be visited upon a chosen target. Eliminating one of them necessitated the destruction of the goddess's slumbering thralls. A distasteful task, unbefitting one such as the Warrior of Light. Thus that I resolved to perform the deed myself. The great part is how these characters always last more than one expansion. Or die. Yeah, any character that doesn't die will stick with you throughout the story. You have made your case, and 'tis apparent that we were not in full possession of the facts. Nevertheless, your notion of what may or may not be expected of Aklon is presumptuous in the extreme. Why is she speaking on my behalf? Oh, that's right, because I'm too fucking stupid to say a word. When the Warrior of Light chose to join the Scions, he did so in the knowledge that he would be required to face and destroy not only the Primals, but also their fanatical servants. That which you term a distasteful task is an essential part of our calling, a burden which every Scion is sworn to soldier. Yeah, I just nod, that's it. Can hardly wait. Superiors are too cool to talk. Yeah, I just stand there and let her fucking explain it. Stupid as I am. I see. 'Twould seem I misjudged the depth of your resolve. No matter. Assuming I have made myself understood, we need not speak of it again. There is, however, one other subject which merits discussion. You determined that Sophia's thralls were awoken by a Galilean soldier who had somehow gained access to the containment area, did you not? If that is the case, it seems highly doubtful that the interloper wandered into such a dangerous part of the facility by chance. Dissidents within the Empire claim that the 6th Legion is rife with agents under orders to thwart the Legatus' mission by any means necessary. Lest you imagine that we have allies in Garlemald, I should clarify that their motive is wholly uncharitable. Regular Van Hydrus rose to the top of the Galilean military on merit alone, and is fiercely loyal to the Emperor for recognizing his efforts. His compeers, by contrast, rose through the favor of the established order, and would accordingly do anything to see him fail. That they would be so reckless? You truly believe that the actions of these agents contributed to the recent crises? In Shadowbringers Endwalker, you get to make a lot more choices for character development. Also, wait, what flavor you vaping? You got Humble Bumble Blueberry Crumble. Red Turkey, no. I always smoke this. Always. Like, I may as well make a bot command for this, because it's literally always Pango. I've smoked this now for about... almost 2 years, I think. Aye. And that they pose no lesser risk to the realm than those loyal to the Emperor. Plainly, we must needs continue to do all in our power to prevent the technologies of Alag from falling into the hands of man. On that point, at least, we have ever been in complete agreement. Love how competent the Empire is, being able to recognize the efforts of their ranks and file, including conscripts. Well, some. Just so thrilled to find fellow vapors among my streaming follows. I love vaping, dude. It says, no. I'll show you now. Hold up, I'll show you what it is. He seems so fascinated with mortal interactions. So... can you see it now, Saven? Pango. It's pineapple and mango. Alright, next part of the story. The last pillar to fall. Naomi, welcome back. Greetings, warrior of light. But one pillar of the warring triad remains. Zervan, the icon known as the Demon. According to the histories I have uncovered, this monstrous being was worshipped by a race of Mercidian beastmen. These creatures are the key to maintaining Zerfan's manifestation, and we can be sure that many such thralls will be imprisoned somewhere within the research facility. It is imperative that we determine their exact location as swiftly as possible. We dare not risk repeating the near disaster we suffered at the hands of Sophia's servants. As such, your fellow Scions have already begun an exhaustive search, but there are several sectors which only you, Kryl, and I can enter without fear of enthrallment. Let us make our way to Asisla forthwith and aid the investigations. Is he meant Uno? Yes. We've been playing with Uno for a while now. I've come to appreciate how the side quests are done in conjunction with the main quest in Lost Ark. I would say a lot of the side quests in Lost Ark is probably gonna piss some people off, but it's not the greatest stories, at least for me. Zerk, how you doing, bro? I never played Final Fantasy XI, so I genuinely don't know what the questing in 11 would have been like. We love Lost Ark for the combat and endgame. We do not like the story. The story, from what I can tell, isn't bad. As a means to an end. The story isn't bad, but it's sort of like... It's a story that every single one of us have seen a million times in a million different games. Exactly like that one. You know? Demons bad. Stop the demons. Basically, that's it. That is the story of Lost Ark. It doesn't strike me as a story that they put ample hours into to try and understand or try and flesh out. It seems more like a very baseline story that you see in every other game of its kind without too much depth. When human killed humans by half human, as killed them bad. Will be for everyone. So I just want to be clear. Normally, games like Lost Ark and games like Path of Exile, I know people like to pretend like Path of Exile's story is some next level overmind, hive mind fucking story, but it really isn't. I've played enough of Path of Exile. Again, very sort of straightforward story. It's not bad, but it's not deep. It really is a story that is meant to bring you from point A to point B so that you can start the actual game. And for ARPGs, that is genuinely enough. Most ARPGs need something to connect all the dots of things that you're going to be doing in the end game, and the story does that, and they're happy with it. So I wouldn't say you play a lot of... Think about World of Warcraft. Not World of Warcraft. Think about Diablo. If you only focused on the story in Diablo, would you say that it's an incredibly deep story? Only the story in-game. So not talking about the story of like the depth and the lore within Diablo. Just the story that they present to you in the game. The story is incredibly shallow. It's basically angels versus demons. You kill the demons, sometimes you kill the angels. It really depends, right? Basically just kill, rinse, repeat. When you go into the deeper lore, so the world, the universe of Diablo, that's where it gets quite deep and it's quite a nice story. But it doesn't need to be for an ARPG, because the story is only supposed to be enticing until you get to the end game. And then usually with ARPGs, it's the system that provides the depth. So there's depth in the playstyle, not necessarily depth in the story. It would be great if they could give us a very deep ARPG, but so far I've not played a single ARPG that had that. At the same time, it's straightforward in that it gets you from point A to point B, but it has all these little details you don't notice the first time you play through. Final Fantasy XIV, I would say what the difference is that the story is convoluted enough to provide a depth, but not so convoluted to where it gets to be a mess. Accolon, it is good we caught you. The facility has been swarmed by Imperial troops. By their standards did we judge them soldiers of the 6th. Aye, once more doth regular Van Hydrus stretch forth his hand to seize the forbidden fruits of Alag. And once more have our meticulous wards been swept aside like so many cobwebs. Your meddlesome wards were destroyed from within by the pulsating energies of an icon. Oh. Nay, put up your weapons and listen. The followers of Zervan have awakened, and they toil to rouse their masters. The demons, worshippers, yet slumbered when we confronted Sophia. Could the tampering of our thralls have been more widespread than we thought? They shared a common enemy. It is not unthinkable that they would seek to free all those the Allagans had imprisoned. Yes, the cage doors are open. And whilst you stand here quibbling over who picked the locks, my soldiers are inside the facility risking their lives and their sanity. They have volunteered to face death to prevent Zervan's servants from waking him in the fullness of his power. Now, assuming you have at last understood the gravity of the situation, it is time that I rejoin them. But you cannot hope to succeed. The Icon will enslave the minds of any who draw near. Thus did I seek out those with the power to resist his influence. Aid us, and mayhap my men will not perish in vain. Wow, we're working with the Empire now? What the You propose an alliance. I have delved into the depths of this place and found its technology wanting. These mechanisms have failed to hold their prisoners, and such broken artifacts are unfit to bring before the Emperor. Twice have you bested me in combat. Will you now lend me that strength and stand against our mutual foe? 'Twas in opposing your reckless schemes that Ysayle was lost to us. You expect us to simply forgive and forget all that has come before? I expect you to put aside your emotions and use your better judgment. But of course, I am dealing with savages. I will not stand here and justify the death of the Ice Maiden. We pursued our ideals, and you pursued yours. Such was the result. And mayhap you might consider another point. In these endless clashes, we have all lost comrades dear to us. Yet I choose to put aside past grievances, to beg your champion's aid, to appeal to your reason. Thou art willing to build a bridge of common purpose upon such tremulous foundations? I too am hesitant to accept this arrangement, Archon Yastola, but the offer has been made to the Warrior of Light, and 'tis his involvement which shall ultimately sway its outcome. I shall abide by Accolon's decision. What? I'm getting to choose? Oh shit, how will my character ever do that? I don't think he even understands what's going on here. Look at me. Just standing there. I have no idea what's going on. I'm sitting here thinking, ooh, cake. And now they've asked me a question, and I'm just gonna nod. I'm just gonna go like, no. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Just kind of fucking chilling, and I see they're all looking at me, and they're looking at me with questioning eyes. So I'm just gonna go, no. Sovereign must be stopped. Oh, I actually speak. What do you know? I've heard not all guardians are evil. Then for better or worse, we shall fight at your side. Mistress Kryl and I are also resistant to primal influences. We shall aid where we can. Then let us be on our way. I'm actually working with the Empire. I'm not gonna lie, this is a bit of a dream come true for me. So when I very first time I started playing this game, when I first saw the Empire, I so desperately wanted to be part of the Empire. Like, I was wondering if there's ever going to be an expansion that makes me join the Empire. Our companions have already passed through to the research facility. We should not lag behind. Fuck all of you with your smiley faces. See, my chat is as stupid as my fucking character. Chat's just sitting there going, he's asking us a question. Quick, act like you're busy. There's a smiley face for you. And they just sit there again. And then as soon as I ask another question, chat goes, oh, smiley face. Ask another question. Oh, smiley face. What do you guys do? I never know what you're doing. Like, what are you doing? Break any wall? Exactly. Oh, shit. The demon stirs. Does he though? Like a suckling babe, he feedeth upon the ether siphoned unto him by his thralls. He must needs deprive him of this substance. Then we destroy those devices. Wait, is this he's demons? Hold! Witness your soldiers! Oof. Right, he's got them. He's got them. They have turned one against the other. Even half awake, Zerfin corrupts and converts those who enter his aura. Three of us, then, Aklon. Unukalai, we rush in together and each disable a generator. We cannot give them the chance to rally a defense. There are 4 mechanisms by my count. If I can avoid the Akon's miasma, my blade will make short work of the last one. We, all of us, have pledged our lives too. Keep your lives. I would rather you tend to my fallen. Some may yet survive with their minds intact. Jesus, this guy is honorable. What the this is so fucking confusing. They have this bad guy, the Empire, but then some in the Empire is noble. Like, Jesus. I wouldn't say they're racist. What makes the Empire racist? They don't really, like, every place they conquer, they give the people a choice, right? Join us or fuck off. But if you join them, apparently you get treated like one of the Empire, you know? No, I mean, that's human nature. Some people are always going to be fucking... You're never going to get racism out. The best you can hope for is that racism isn't rampant, but racism is always going to exist in some form. There's always going to be stupid people. Let's put it that way. But I wouldn't say that the overarching ideal behind the Empire doesn't seem racist to me. They definitely hate the Beast Tribes, though. But that's because the Beast Tribes keep summoning fucking gods. I know not if my strength will be enough. I am no champion. The battlefield is no place for uncertainty, boy. Fate has blessed you with a unique talent on an occasion to use it. Do not waste such a gift. We strike. We're gonna lose him. He's a noble fuck and he's gonna die. Almost guaranteed he's gonna die. Right, his blade does not fucking joke around. God, Servanus. Oof. Unicolai. Get fucking wrecked, bro. Now you have to run, boy. I would say jump now. Get the fuck out. You're gonna get controlled. Or slashed in half. You know, whatever. He slumbers once more. You saved me. Why? I told you, boy. Yours is a gift too precious to waste. A gift the Emperor may one day have need of in his war upon these untamable icons. Emperor Varus, he raised me up from the ranks, stood against my detractors. I gladly give my life in his service. You must finish this. Slay these leeches upon our star. Kill them all. Kill Servant. Yeah, the way I thought he was gonna die is by being tempered. We must needs withdraw and prepare our assault. The cost of his very life, the legatist hath prized open for us a window of opportunity. But how is he too cool to be tempered? That's the question. The demon could literally just have tempered him, and it would have been over and done with. He's dead. Had I only been stronger. Enough of that. There'll be time for regrets after we've rid the world of Servant. Krile has the right of it. The demons has fallen back onto torpor for now. But we must act swiftly if Regulus' death is to have meaning. The survivors speak of an army of thralls loose in the facility, and we must assume that these followers continue their efforts to awaken the icon. Let us then concentrate upon diverting them from their task. Mistress Krile and Master Uniculi, prithee secure the controls to Zervan's shackles and limit the restoration of his might. Archon Yestola and I shall forge ahead and strike down those thralls as would seek to harry you. Warrior of Light, thine is, as ever, the most perilous duty. Gather to thee thy trusted companions, and extinguish from this realm the fires of the demon himself. Thy trusted companions, gather to me! Let's go. You heard the man. I need my trusted companions to gather unto me. Right, I'll open up the party finder again so that my trusted companions can gather onto me. If we don't get any more people, we'll go like this. Let's just do a proper 2211. That way there's no sort of weirdness. 2211 if you want to join. I've played this game since 2013. Fuck. Chat, I will die to easy mechanic? Yes or yes. It's pretty different. Wow. Haven't done this with my alt. Naomi, well, you're welcome to join if it's open to you. So who thinks I'm gonna die to an easy mechanic? Remember, it's easy for you because you've already done it. This will be my first time seeing this fight, so there's a good chance I will die. I'm not even hiding it, bro. Meggy. I'm not even hiding it. Yes, you still get out of bed, what most gamers do. You stand in shit. Well, yes, I stand in shit because that's my job. I'm a fucking black mage. My job isn't to move. Found this on X with my FC on black mage. Needless to say, I managed to ethereal manipulate myself off the edge when the platform started falling. This trial, a small handful of times, because they are most of the time meant to die. Bad healers. Usually streamers die on the second one, falling off the scale. Gameplay is called Healers Adjust. Healers are supposed to rescue you out of all mechanics. This is true. This is true. So I'm assuming no one wants to join. Would I be correct in my assumption there? When I heal because that lowers my damage. You unlock Stonewall yet? What is Stonewall? The password is 2211. So you guys, my queue in. Need to level hard. Have a good evening. Genio, take care of yourself, bro. It'll rescue interrupts cost as well. It really does. I wish healers would wait until I finish my cast before they rescue me. That would be really fucking mindful of them. You know, it's a bit rude to interrupt a black mage mid-cast with a fucking grip. Bit rude. But anyways. Alright, I'm assuming that's it then. We're gonna go. We're on another DC. Just so I don't have swift casting. I have one swift cast. I don't have that one that gives you multiple swift casts yet. I think you get 3 swift casts at some level. Fuck knows which level. But there is a level where I get. Wait, why can't I fucking sign up? What? Hello? Is someone locked to this? Following requirements not met. Item level 235. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, motherfucker. Where do I get gear? It's in, unable to teleport at this time. Let me quickly... Is it Irlshire? Ishgard. Is it either or I have 2,000 elegant tombstones, so I think I can get a lot of them. I think I'm fine. I'm maxed out on the tombstones. So let's go Idleshire. I know 270 Gerako. Well, I'm going there now, right? I don't know what my DPS is. How do you know what my fucking DPS is? Okay, where do I buy the gear here? Here? These, is it at these 3? What do you mean upstairs to right? What stairs? At these 3. So it's inside here. Here we go. Okay, so which one? This is Alexander, Tombstone. Which one of these 3? The one in the middle. Of War 2 or 1? 1, correct? 2. Okay. Show all. Black mage. No black mage shit. What the fuck? Oh, Dom 2. Okay, here we go. So which ones? It's usually you start with chest and legs. Is that the 2 that you usually start with? What item was it? 270. Discipline of magic. Unable to complete exchange, you can only possess one of that item. How the fuck do I already possess of these items? What are you talking about? Oh, I already have that. So we basically want to buy everything else that we don't have yet. So we don't have this yet. And we don't have the hands. Wait, no. We want to buy accessories, correct? Or we could probably buy this one as well and still get the accessories. Should I buy the boots or should I first buy accessories and then see if we have enough for the boots? What's the best way to do it? Boots and accessories. Okay. Hold up, I'm changing batteries here. Such a nub. Fuck you, Savin. I don't play this game enough to fucking know what's good and what isn't. Jesus. I have to fucking clean this thing. It leaks like a motherfucker. Oh, can't do that. Okay, so where do I get the... So where do I get the accessories? Also from her? I don't know if you get it from her as well. Oh yeah, you do. Okay, never mind. Alright, so which ones do I want? Vitality crit. These are the earrings. This is necklace. This is bracelets. And this is rings. Mind I don't want. The mind is for healers, right? So I want these. Legnar Moonlight, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Spell speed, no. Mind is for healers, though. So I don't think I want to buy the Perceptor stuff, because that would be healer shit. For the bracelet, we once again get some spell speed. Which one's going to be the base, though? They seem to be exactly the same. And now I don't have enough for the next one. Alright, we should have 255. Fuck yeah. Alright, I'm coming back, guys. Coming back. Wait, no, I don't have to fucking... No, I do have to run all the way back. Because I'm gonna have to hand the quest in there, I guess. Now, watch how I'm gonna have to fucking go back to hand in the quest. But okay, no, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. We'll see. I'm gonna have to run back literally as soon as I'm done with this. But alright, there we go. Okay, that's good thing. Wait, how the fuck? We have 2 healers, 1 tank, and we have a queue time? Jesus. Do we have no one in chat that wants to be a tank? Never mind. We got... You guys are too fucking slow. Too slow, people. You don't get the privilege of killing the demon guy next to the savior of Eorzea. You could have, but you didn't. I judge thee. Prithee unto me.
There's been enough sacrifice for one day. We must take the chance we've been given and defeat Zurban now.
That is a big axe. Why do all the bosses look so fucking cool in this fight? Run away, run away, run away, run away. Right out of my fucking thing. Can you believe it? Wait, he's breaking the platform? Well, this is not gonna go well. What the fuck? How are you supposed to counter this? I don't think we have enough DPS. This platform's fucked already. Well, there we go. No platform left. This is not going well. Oh, there we go. All the way down. And here comes the demon. Whoa. He's got a tail and everything.
Good and evil, the war eternal. My doubt is fled.
Alright. Big fucky pushy thing. And now I get fucked. Shit. Lots of fire. Stand in. Stack. Big boom. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right on my big one. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Everyone stuck in. Must we always go through this? Motherfucker.
I shall rise above all.
No, you bleeding cunt. How dare you?
Bear
Oh, I hate my
witness
life
to
so
my
much.
will.
Alright, this is the part what I hate most about being a black mage. What am I supposed to do? It's not like I can really do fucking damage. Although these stay alive for a bit longer. Just because no one's fucking focusing on him. Well, that hurts a little. Alright, is he? Jesus! I didn't even see this bit.
Bow to mine infallible judgment.
Infallible, you say? A demon that uses ice. That's quite the ultimate ability, I would say. I'll put you in ice and then I'll smash straight through you. Right in the penis.
Suffer in endless torment.
Alright, let's go, let's go. Why am I seemingly taking fucking damage every single time I cast it? Are we supposed to stack in these? Yes, no? I'm not sure. I'm assuming this is gonna suck because I'm not gonna be able to get this cast up in time. Yep. Oh, once again, holy Jesus, I'm not going to get out in time. Oh, I just fucking made it. Sorry, guys. Really apologize for all those debuffs. I did not see I had it on me. I hate this boss so fucking much. Keeps interrupting my shit. Oh, never mind. Apparently not. Doesn't go away immediately. Fuck. Is there something I should know about this? Oh, Christ. Never noticed it before. The music pacing, what the fuck? The music pacing in this game is on fucking point, dude. X's Prime, how you doing, bro? And just like that, I didn't die. So who the fuck made that bait? Who made that bait? Come on, speak up. Good job, ladies and gentlemen. Prithee unto me. Well done, my companions. You all had the privilege of watching the savior of Eorzea take down the demon lord. You are welcome. Better with Montoya, so true. Because I'm not getting involved in silly baits, Struckheads. No, now it's the easiest out of the three. Okay. Incredible as always, Aklon. Hopefully that will be the last our world sees of the likes of Zurvan. Every one of his thralls has been slain as far as we can determine. Our victory over the warring Triad is complete. An impossible feat had we not been blessed with your cooperation. Let us not forget the efforts of regular Van Hydrus and his men. Without their noble sacrifice, the demon would have awoken far sooner and possessed of far more formidable energies. Last bit of this story, I need to get going. I'm cutting it close. Duchess Rain, thank you very much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Warrior of Light, guided by the crystal. Always. The bodies of the fallen now accompany the survivors on the return journey to Garlemald. It is known that the Imperials recognize no god, yet they would honor the dead in their own fashion. When next we meet, our fleeting alliance will surely be forgotten. It was an interesting exchange nonetheless. They spoke of their present ruler as a man who values self-sufficiency. Varus befriended Regula in their youth. It seems, and was highly impressed by his martial prowess. GZ, how you doing, brother? Thanks for the first time chat. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is common knowledge that Regula's rise to legatus was in great part advocated by the Emperor himself. Regula freely admitted his shortcomings when it came to politics, and it was Varus's unconditional support that served to win his undying fealty. One does not expect such tales of camaraderie to lurk beneath the Empire's iron exterior. just game to look if it's a nice game. Jeez, it's an amazing game, but it is a slow burn. Contrary to all expectations, the man died a hero. Witnessing the way you all leapt into danger without hesitation, it would seem I am surrounded by heroes. And yet, my own actions were aught but heroic. I have not the qualities nor the character to stand at the Warrior of Light's side. What a curious thing to say. Are you truly concerned that you do not measure up to some arbitrary requirement? If you knew of the path I walked to reach this place, then you would understand why I doubt myself so. Return with me to the Rising Stones, and I shall tell you of it. Oh, is he actually going to give us the insights to who he was? Jesus, I would say this is everything that WoW needed to be, but isn't. However, if you don't give a fuck about story, and all you play games for is to get to the max level and raid, then Final Fantasy is most likely not for you. The whole thing about Final Fantasy is that the game starts at level 1. If you get into Final Fantasy and you play it as like you would most MMOs, just skip through everything and fucking get to the end, you're gonna get to the end and you're not gonna have a clue what you're doing. Because the game truly starts at level 1, but it starts slow. Very slow. And you have to sort of trudge through it, like really trudge through the early leveling in order to get to where the game really gets good. Also, don't be afraid to try out different jobs. If you're playing one specific job, these are classes by the way, and you don't like it, just roll another one. Like, don't start over. Literally just take this character and go to another one. Start another job and see if you like that instead. But don't... Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is forget everything you know about games. Everything that WoW have taught you. Forget that. Put it out of your fucking mind. Pretend like you've never played a game in your life that is an MMO, and go into Final Fantasy with open eyes and open mind, and just enjoy what is in front of you. It's going to be a lot of reading. It's going to be a lot of questing that literally just follows story. There's very little kill quests in this game. So very few times that you get a quest that tells you to kill X, Y, or Z. I'd say so far, at least 75% of all quests that I've done is a quest where you start the quest and then you go to the quest where you hand it in, and it's literally just continue another story. Like, that's it. They don't ask you to kill anything in between. It's just pick up the quest here, go to this person, more talking. And they still give you all the XP, so it's not like you get less XP because you just ran from one side to the other. Midnight, by the way, thanks for the first time chat, really appreciate that. One way to think about it is that WoW is an MMORPG and Final Fantasy is an RPG MMO. The story is far more central to the experience. Very true. The fact that all classes' jobs are on one character, so you don't need alts, is a huge plus. Also, raid consumables are damn cheap. Food stays through death, so next to no maintenance to be done. Playing classics, so no need to do tons of dailies. They're literally... I haven't encountered a single daily. There are repeat quests, but from what I can tell, most of those are for Beast Tribe prep. I don't think they give any gear. Actually, I know for a fact they don't give gear. Because all the gear in this game that you need comes from the raid that you're doing. Which video is that, Tiraku? But there are raids and dungeons. Oh, yeah. Jesus. So far, I would say Final Fantasy has some of the best raids I've ever done in my life. But they're not what you would assume raids are. So they have a couple of things. They have raids. Let me show you the duty finder. That should help a little. So these are the dungeons, right? This is for Heavenward. This is for A Realm Reborn. So this is the original expansion's dungeons, and then this is Heavenward's dungeons. All right. Then you have the trials. Now, I haven't opened these yet necessarily. I don't know why. Oh, I'm still... Hold up. I'm in a party here. Let me just leave the party. So, you get the dungeons. Then you get the trials. Now, trials is single bosses. And they're 8-man. They're basically like the end game hardcore stuff. Now, you get hard. You get normal, hard, and I think extreme for trials. Extremes are fucking... They can be quite hard. Then these are the raids that you get. So this is for Heavenward. This is for this expansion. Now, the raid itself is called Alexander. Yeah? Every single one of these is a boss. It's like one boss in every single one of these. So all in all, it makes up all the bosses of Alexander. Yeah, and this is still all in the free trial. So you can play all of this without paying at all. The expansion after this one is where you have to start paying if you want to keep playing. So you can try it out for free and see if it is for you. Alright, here we go. With your victory over Zervan, the warring Triad is finally defeated. I am afraid, however, that mine own efforts have often been more hindrance than help, and you and your fellow Scions deserve to hear the reasons behind my actions. Yeah, there's a free trial, but good luck. The first boss in this game is the actual fucking ability to download the game and play it. So... good luck. There's no videos. There's no explanation. It's just the hardest fucking thing you'll ever do in your life is actually getting this game on your PC and capable of playing it. It's fucking stupidly hard. So, yeah, you can try it, but it is rough. Their website is the least user-friendly one I've ever seen in my life. I promise to tell you of my journey, of who I am, and where I am from. The truth is, I am not of this world. I was born of a different star, a child whose power of the echo was too feeble to save his dying world. A child who, unlike you, never became a warrior of light. When all I knew stood on the brink of destruction, I was yet half grown. Had I been born but a handful of years earlier, history may have written a different tale. The seeds of other heroes that had yet to fully sprout may not have withered and perished. The star I failed to save is known to you now as the Void. Jesus, what? Wait, so... No, I have the game on Steam. Jesus. I would like to say streamers exaggerating, but I purchased Heavenward twice because it was so confusing. The one thing that no one is fucking exaggerating about is the fact that Final Fantasy XIV's Lodestone is the biggest mess of a website literally on the internet, I think. It's worse than 4chan, and 4chan can be pretty confusing. It is a fucking mess. It's like nothing makes a half sense. You need things to log in, and it doesn't make a lot of sense why you're logging in this way. So just I mean, it's easy to do, but it's also confusing. It's not like it's hard or anything. It's just confusing. But from Lodestone, it did take me a bit to figure it out. But I have the game on Steam. And it's, yeah, first use, after your first time, it's super easy. Then everything makes sense. But the first time can be a fucking rough one. Means there must be an IQ requirement to play? True, and yet there's still stupid people playing it. Like some of you in chat that thinks Matoya is higher tier than fucking Menphilia. So I think they have to, like, increase the IQ requirement for this game. Though Akalon knew not that I spoke of my homeland, I have explained to him before the cause of its ruin. A magic was devised to contain a defeated primal's might within a stone known as Orosite, and the energies which bled from this imperfect vessel gradually corrupted the champions who wielded it. These heroes became slaves to an insatiable hunger for ether, eventually transforming into hideous fiends, and none who clung to the faint traces of light were strong enough to oppose them. The demons next turned upon each other in a war which drained the land's ether in ever greater amounts, until one day the star was suddenly swallowed in a flood of darkness. An entire world unmade in an instant. The void saint you encounter here in this realm are the twisted remnants of once mortal beings who gnaw on what motes of life force remains. Jesus, this is massive fuck. Just willy-nilly, let's drop a bit of massive lore. And as I lay dying, beaten and broken in my failed last stand, 'twas my present master who found my tormented spirit and bore me away to the rift betwixt worlds. 'Twas he who first introduced me to Oriange. At my mentor's feet did I learn of the nature of reality, of the existence of mirrored worlds, and the eternal struggle between dark and light. Sudden and overwhelming superiority for either side will shatter the balance, and the world in question will be returned to the void by a calamity beyond imagining. He is an Ascian, but not born made. Or are all Ascians made like this? And I say, everyone's waifu in the West, nobody calls her that, or FBI. Yeah, I think if you... I do believe in the West, if you find Alice hot, maybe don't say it out loud. First and foremost, also go see a psychologist immediately. Because, well, things aren't quite right, you know, at that point. You are maybe shooting a bit low at that point. As the self-appointed custodian of this balance, my master warned me that the source, the first of all worlds, slipped perilously close to oblivion. In what spirit did this master proffer such a warning? A benevolent gesture? A veiled threat? Apologies for finding cartoons sexy in the first place. Go fucking suck a dick, Apocalypse. 18 and 19 currently, but they began as 16. I haven't seen her currently, so I can't say. To these questions and more do I mean to coax forth answers. Yet no matter his intention, that Heidelin doth teeter on a knife's edge is an undeniable truth. Knowing this, what choice was given you to make? I chose to join my master and act as his instrument on this star. The tragedy that befell my home cannot be repeated. I will see this world saved. And yet, I hesitated at the most crucial of moments. What right have I to stand along a true warrior of light? But he's an Ascian. Wouldn't he want to be a warrior of darkness instead? In thine own words, thou wert called before thy time, and I offer that thou dwellest overmuch on the question of what maketh the hero. The search for the answers leaveth thee paralyzed by doubt. Heed me, Master Uniculi. Thou needest not believe thyself a hero to perform great deeds. 'Tis the deeds itself which earneth thee the hero's mantle. Aye, the ideals you hold can be less important than having the faith to act upon them. Regulus' loyalty to the Emperor guided his actions until the last, and though we did not see eye to eye on many things, his final deeds can be called naught less than heroic. Personally, I find that faith in my companions allows me to act unhindered by uncertainty. Want to comment on certain assumptions? To not comment certain questions? Well, no, he was picked up by an Ascian. It's not the same as being one or even beginning as one. Well, but he's also not growing up, so something must be different. I know that should I ever falter, Accolon and the others will be there to support me, or steer me back onto the right path if needed. I will not steer you anywhere, I just nod. I see. In the days leading up to my world's destruction, I was entirely alone. I never knew what it was to have such comrades. I cannot imagine the loneliness you must have felt, but look around you now, Uniculi. Is she hot for him? Like, it feels like she's hitting on him, and he is just a child. Oh, we're going like fucking weird here, 100%. For more lawbirds, they get updated as you progress the story. Jesus. This should make you sweat a little. Just happy to make a friend? I don't know about that. A girl standing like that, twiddling her foot in the fucking ground, hands behind her back. I don't know about that. So it's about 10,000 years old. Mr. Pipe, don't come in with your logic. Don't come in. We're discussing something that doesn't need logic here. Some trials should be made mandatory, like the Crystal Tower. That kid is actually far older than you think. Still kid, though. Alright, I posted the video I mentioned by recommendations of a mod on the content suggestion of the Discord. Thank you very much, dude. Really appreciate it. You're not alone anymore. My milkshake bringeth all yon gentlefolk to mine yard. Oh, did you link that video, by the way? Welcome to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Thank you very much, Codeboy. Really appreciate that. I will fulfill my promise to save this world, and when I stumble, I shall be glad to have your hands there to steady me. My apologies. This is difficult for me. For so long have I spoken from behind a mask. We should all feel comfortable speaking without such concealments. I should hope you appreciate the irony in that statement, Oriange. Oh, shit. Of course, fucking literally biting him and then going, you know, what are you gonna do? Oh, shit. Oh, that's fucking so classic Yustola. Sassy as shit. Alright, so we've done that. now let's see. People linked some videos, right? Content suggestions, you said. All right, we have... Oh, this one we watched, Vittorio. We watched it earlier today. So the one you just linked, we watched earlier today. It was really fucking cool. It will probably be up on YouTube later. But where's the other one? Oh, here we go. Highlight Orianja, Timothy Watson, and Milkshake Endwalker. Alright, here we go. I found it.
Forgive me, but this was the best thing I have ever seen on the internet. Like, truly, I think it's the best thing. Tim, are you familiar with the song? I can't believe I'm doing this. Are you familiar with the song, My Milkshake Brings All the Boys to the Yard?
Alex.
Are you familiar with that song?
I'm sorry to say I'm not.
Okay.
I probably should
It's
be,
okay.
but I'm not.
You don't really need to be. The song will speak for itself. If you could read this in Orionje's voice, I swear the world will be a better place. So, you might want to stretch that out.
Okay.
Mine milkshake bringeth all yon gentlefolk to mine yard, and lo, they reply, 'Tis better than thine. Verily, 'tis better than thine. I could apprentice thee, but I would levy a fee.
If that's not turned into a YouTube video with like sound in a very short while.
Mine milkshake bringeth all yon gentlefolk to mine yard, and lo, they reply, 'Tis better than thine. Verily, 'tis better than thine.
Oh,
I could apprentice thee, but I would levy a fee.
Oh shit, that is funny as fuck, dude. Oh, that's so fucking funny. Oh my god, that is amazing. Dude, that is, it's so freaky though, to see the voice actor not being Orianje in the game. It's so fucking freaky. That was good. Thank you so much for that, Link. Really, really enjoyed that one. Oh, shit. That was awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 15 minutes past 10 in the PM for me. I'm pretty sure we've been streaming for a good fuck ton of hours right now. I think we're close to like 10 hours at this point, probably. No, we'll be at 9 hours and 15 minutes or some shit like this. Because at 1 o'clock we'd be at 12 hours, so. Yeah, we got a bit stuck in there. Got a bit fucking stuck in there. I'm not gonna raid Pyro. He's got 1.7 thousand viewers. That would just be almost fucking what do you call it? When you raid someone with that many viewers, it just feels a little bit attention seeking. Yeah, it feels like promo. You don't want to raid someone that has far fewer viewers than you, but you also don't want to raid someone that has too many viewers. Because then it just starts feeling like you're sort of self-promoting or hoping that someone sees you. So I don't want to do that. Fuck, I'm sure you guys can figure out who to go watch. You don't need me, I'm pretty sure. I do need more viewers. You're right. But I think also Pyro is way further than me in the fucking story. Like, way further than me in the story. So there's going to be a lot of spoilers, which I really don't fucking want. Yeah, he's in Endwalker right now. No. So to quickly get back to what I was saying, or what I wanted to say, I might be online tomorrow again. Right now, the plan is to be online tomorrow. Things may change. There may be things that interfere with that. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll have to wait and see, because I genuinely don't know. For right now, if I'm not on tomorrow, I will be back on Monday. If I don't make it back tomorrow, I will be back on Monday or Tuesday. It really depends. But yeah, for now, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So remember, guys, thank you so much for joining me. It's been an absolute blast. I will see you next time. Same place, same time as always. Please be kind to each other. Not too kind. Be good to each other. Not too good. And, you know, take care of yourselves. But have some fun. Ladies and gentlemen, peace out. And also, Goat Boy, thanks for the follow. Degenerates, fuck off now. I'm gonna go eat. Peace.